So, if this is volume, right. Okay, oh, hey, I didn't see you come in. What's your name? Sorry. You just caught me a bit off guard. I guess I should more be asking, what business do you have here? What do you want to buy today? I'm not good with people if you can't tell. Oh, okay. So you'd like to purchase some manga today. Awesome. Is there anything specifically that you've come in for? Just browse around for now? Got it. If you have anything, just come ask me, okay? Great. Okay. Oh god, okay. So back to ordering. Doesn't have any damage to it, does it? Nope. Just put that. There's not enough room. Oh, hey again. Do you think you have anything you want to get? Oh, recommendations. Well then, I can offer you some. What kind of manga do you like to read? You like just a bit of everything? No particular preferences? No kind of genre? Just kind of whatever's best? Okay then. Well, give me a moment and I'll go see if I have something. Okay, so I think I've got a few recommendations for you here. So, this first one is a manga that you're probably familiar with, best-selling of all time. It is the first volume of Ichiro Oda's One Piece. It's actually volumes 1 through 3. They come in these kind of 3-pack book things. They're pretty long because they cover all the chapters from the 3 volumes a piece. We have all of these up until volumes 1 through, I think we have up to 50. And if you want, I can give you a brief summary of the one that I have here. Great. Oh no. If you'll excuse me, I need to go back a second. I appear to have gotten the wrong volume. just wait a moment. Here we are. There we go. So, if you like some summary, synopsis, what would you really call it? I'm not entirely sure. So, it reads that as a child, Monkey D. Luffy dreamed of becoming the king of the pirates, but his life changed when he accidentally ate the gum gum fruit, an enchanted devil fruit that gave him the ability to stretch like rubber. Its only drawback is that he'll never be able to swim again, a curious handicap for an aspiring young sea dog. But years later, Luffy sets off on his quest to find the One Piece, a great treasure said to be the best. I'm sorry, I get tongue-tied. Said to be the greatest treasure in the world. The treasure trove of the high seas adventures just got bigger with this collection of the first 3 volumes of One Piece. And it contains volumes 1, 2, and 3. Does that sound like something you'd be interested in? Sort of fight-y, shonen-y, pirates, that kind of thing? Maybe? Great. I'll just... note this down. So that is... And there we go. I've just noted it down as a kind of, just a maybe for now. Any other recommendations? You're thinking something that's, close, but not exactly the same? Okay. So just kind of read through a bunch and then kind of find out what you like. Yep, that makes sense. So here we have the first volume of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Part 1, by Hirohiko Araki. And yet again, I have managed to pick up the second volume and not the first. This doesn't have a back cover. It doesn't have any kind of synopsis at all, really. It's very hard to summarize them, but the first part is about kind of, I don't know if it's Victorian era. It's some kind of era of England, and you have vampires, and you have vampire hunters, and they have magic that's called Hamon that they get through breathing funny, and they can punch rocks and stuff. And there is a particularly wealthy family called the Joestar family, and they take in a child called Dio, I believe. It's been a while since I've read Part 1. They take in Dio, and Dio is very rowdy. He's very, aggressive. He's very prideful, and he's getting into fights with the main kind of star of the Joestar family. And you kind of see this rivalry. Eventually, stuff happens. I'm not going to spoil it, because I'm not that kind of person. And it gets very intense. And there's all sorts of wacky characters. It sounds very serious from the plot synopsis, like Castlevania or something, but it's very much not Castlevania. It is very much kind of, somebody took Naruto and put it in, put it in the UK, basically. If that's something you'd be interested in, you can take a look here at some of the pages. I'll try not to spoil anything, but the art is hard to get used to for some people, but I personally think it still looks really great when it's done right. There's just sometimes where it isn't. Like, some parts do look a bit weird. Does that sound like something you'd be interested in? It's a bit more, muscly kind of guys than One Piece is, so it might be a bit weird in that range for you. You try it anyway? Sure. I'll put that there then. And now finally we have something that's a bit more on the adult side of things. Those two are more kind of shonen, which is young boys manga, kind of directed towards, like teenagers, like 13, 14, and there's a subgenre above that, or a different, it's not really a subgenre, of kind of ungendered seinen manga, which are not boys manga, not girls manga. They are more focused on like adults, and this right here is Fragments of Horror by the esteemed Junji Ito. And as you can see, it's got a very strange cover. If you hold it to the light, it will bend and make all sorts of weird shapes. It's a very good cover, very good book to own. And basically it is an anthology of short seinen horror stories. Not for the faint of heart. There are a lot of very grotesque, kind of, I guess gruesome imagery is the best way to describe it. I would not recommend it if it's kind of, if that'd be kind of triggering for you, maybe pass on that one. Yeah, I would recommend that. Yeah, you don't seem to. No. Okay, we'll pass on that one then. Oh yeah, I forgot to put in. 1 second. I'm very scatterbrained today. We don't usually get many people, and it's good when we do, because then we get business. But usually we don't, so I haven't had to deal with this before. If you can't tell, I just got employed a few days ago, and we haven't had anyone in all that time. I hope you will come back again soon one day. I think that'd be nice. So, if, horror isn't your thing, do you think, you want to kind of go into a different direction? Sure. So instead what we could do is we could do something more kind of in the, what is called shoujo, category. And now shoujo is, you might know it from maho shoujo, which is magical girl manga. And shoujo is any kind of girls manga. Right here I have Urusei Yatsura, which is a very, very, very popular shoujo. I think it might have ended. It's probably ended. It had a very good anime, which we also have in DVDs somewhere over there. And it is basically about a young... Is he young? I forget. I haven't read Urusei Yatsura in a while either. I probably should read these so that I know what to recommend to customers, but it's about a boy who meets an alien, and it's kind of got like a love triangle thing going on. The alien is this kind of, I won't even really say promiscuous, she's just oblivious to a lot of things. And it's this love triangle kind of thing between boy, alien, human girl. And yeah, it's just fun, cutesy, very lighthearted in comparison to the other stuff that we've gone over. Might work as a kind of, take a volume, read it, kind of, ease your mind if somebody's arm gets chopped off or something in one of the other ones. That sound like something you like? Yeah, sure. So that'll be Urusei Yatsura. Congratulations on being the first person to seemingly ever take this manga out. It's a shame. I really do like it, and I hope you enjoy it as well. Okay. So, the final thing that I brought over that I thought I'd recommend is actually a DVD. So, I thought I'd recommend this because it's in the same vein as Urusei Yatsura. It is Sailor Moon, which you probably know. Much more famous. Yes, this is the entire first season of Sailor Moon in both sub and in dub. If you aren't familiar with those terms, then that just means the original Japanese versus the English dubbing over of the original Japanese. It might sound weird to an outside observer, but there are people who just swear by one or the other for certain series or just in general. A lot of people like the authenticity of the Japanese, some people like not having to read subtitles, some people like, one if it's better than the other. There's a lot of debate over a lot of these things. Some people say one, it's dumb, but the point is you can use this and you can watch both, and just decide which one you like better. There's also probably a lot more content in this one, because I assume the seasons of Sailor Moon are very long, and if not, it's not that expensive anyway. Plot synopsis? I'm surprised you haven't heard of it already. Long story short, it's your typical magical girl affair. It's about this girl named Usagi who meets a cat who can talk, and basically gets told, you have to meet with these other people, and then you have to go fight a dark kingdom who are trying to resurrect the evil queen, and there's a good queen, and typical kind of dumb, fun shoujo stuff, but with slightly more action, something like Urusei Yatsura would ever really have. There's a lot of, if you've ever heard the theme song, there is a lot of, fighting evil by moonlight, searching for love by daylight, yada yada yada, real fight, and summon, Sailor Moon. I apologize, I've never actually, fully listened to the original English, because I didn't really grow up with it. Sue me. I'm realizing how bad this makes me all look. All of my fumbles about not seeing things. I really should get caught up. Yeah. But yeah, does this sound like something you'd be interested in? Perfect. Let me just note that down. And have you made a decision on One Piece yet? Sounds like something you'd enjoy. Great. So those were all the recommendations that I had. Is there anything else that you'd, want to ask me about or anything like that? Nope. Okay then. So we do have, before I, total up all your things, we do have a membership program here. Basically, it's for whenever you get the first volume of a series, you get it for half price. And from there, if you get the preceding volume, you get that volume for, I think it's 25% off. And then you get the volume after that, that's 25%. After that, 25%. So if you ever want to start collecting one of these series, it becomes really easy. If you want to start a series, it's also really easy. Starting it from the middle is the one flaw. It's kind of hard to do that, but since you're just starting all these, you don't really lose anything. It's all free. You'd be interested in that? Great. Let me just pull this up again. So, let me just find it here. As I said, I'm still not very good with the spreadsheets and everything. There it is. So, could I have your first and last name, please? And how do you spell that? Okay, yeah. And yep, okay then. That's all down. And could I have your date of birth? Right. And what year? Great. That has all been noted down. And will this be all you're having today? Yep. Okay then. So let me just round up all your totals here. Really should automate this at some point. That'll be 30. $40, and then you get all of them half off because you're now registered with us. So that'll leave you at just $19.99. We take off the extra penny because it makes it look smaller. Yep, just pay my cash then. That's great. I'll just note this down. Great. You're all finished. Here, I'll get them all in a nice pile for you. No, I'm alright, thank you. So, here you go. And I hope you have a nice day. If you enjoy any of them, just come back and give us a visit again.